Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the water system and showing you the components that we bought for the campervan, and at the end we will show you how I installed it. So we're going to start with the main components of the campervan water system, and that is the water tank. So we have gone for a 250 litre water tank. It's a potable water, so it's good for drinking water. We got it from a company called Tanks Direct, and it cost us £110.75, including the VAT, and I can't remember, I think it was £33 for the delivery of it. And then we move on to the filling of the water tank. So we've got a filler cap that's going to be on either on the back, right at the very back, where the water system is. So when you open the back doors, it'll be there, or it'll go on the outside of the camper. I'm not quite sure exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to use this lockable water filler cap anyway. It comes with an air vent, so it can release the pressure when filling and draining the tank, and obviously a set of keys with it as well. We're going to have this skin fitting. It's a through hull fitting that accepts a barb hose, or it's a barb hose fitting on the end of it, so you can put a hose onto it with a Jubilee clip. And that's going to go into our tank, into the actual water tank itself, and that's going to give you the feed in. The other component of that is the air filter. So we're going to put this little midgie stopper filter on top. That's going to stop any debris or little midges getting into the tank, hopefully. So that's the setup that we're going to do. That's one setup that we're going to use for filling up the tank. The next one is going to be this one, and this is a Balfinch, or a Bullfinch should I say, outside water filler point. And it was bought from Just Campers at £27.25, plus the VAT, I believe that one. It was plus shipping, and it worked out £31.50 for the lot, from Just Campers. So the next component is a motorized ball valve. It's by US Solid. It's a 3/4 inch stainless steel. It will accept 9 to 24 volts AC DC. And what that will do is, we bought that for £31.99 from US Solid themselves. It took a week to come, even though they say it's available to ship. It's available, usually shipped within 24 hours. I think they said a week, but I think it was actually about 2 weeks before I got it. But anyway, we got it, and this is how we're going to fit it. So we're going to fit it so it's in line, so the solenoid valve, or the motorized valve, has to be open for any water or anything else to come through that pipe. So it just isolates from the outside world. It stops anybody thinking that they could hook up to that and pump something into your tanks without you knowing, and I didn't want that. So this has two purposes, one of them being obviously to stop anybody putting anything into your tank, and the other one is the actual tank itself is going to be quite smart tank. It's going to have a float sensor in there to tell me exactly how much water is in the tank. And this is all going to come later on. I'll do a separate video on this, but basically the float sensor will determine how much water's in the tank, and be able to read that out into a small computer, a little Arduino, which is going to be programmed up, and what that will do is I will be able to then select how much water I want in my tank through a touchscreen. If I want 10 litres and there's 11 litres in the tank, what that will do is that'll open up a dump valve and dump one litre. Or for argument's sake, if there was 1 litre in the tank and I wanted 10 litres in the tank, I would select 10, and it would then open the valve up and allow 9 litres to go into the tank to make it 10. So it's fully controllable, and that's another reason for this ball valve. So this is the water pump we've selected. It's a Seaflow water pressure pump. It runs on 12 volts. It will draw 6 amps, and it will pressurize, or it will deliver pressure to 60 psi. It's quite high pressure. I bought it from Amazon. I paid $83.45 for it. and it was free delivery. That'll deliver 5.5 gallons per minute as well. Very, very powerful pump. These are the filters that we've selected. A three-stage filtration system, which we're going to be using. And they have got vents on top, so you can actually use the little red vents on top to let the air out when you actually fill the system. So we bought those. These came off of eBay, $46.99. I bought a set from. So that's the next in line. So we've got a Emera red potable expansion vessel. This is the main vessel. It's only a small one, it's not that big, but I chose that. I'd rather have that because it's cheaper. It worked out a lot cheaper than the Fiamma ones. You pay your money, you take your pick, but I wanted to keep mine quite I wanted to keep my install on a domestic water install, A, because it's cheaper, and B, because the parts are readily available anywhere. I haven't got to go searching for a specific part for a camper or caravan shop. I can literally just buy something from a plumber's merchants or Screwfix. I don't have to rely on going to camping shops. So this will take from 0 to 100 degrees in temperature. Very, very good little systems these are. So the next we've got is our pressure switch. This is the pressure switch that we chose. This is a picture of a square D version, but ours is not square D, but it's very, very well. It's exactly the same. It just hasn't got the auto start, manual start lever on it. Ours is auto start only, but this is basically what we've got on board, and this is how we're wiring it. So we're gonna have there's two switches inside it, two separate switches. So we're going to run the positive and the negative into them and have it so it is totally isolated when it switches off, and then it will come out of the pressure switch into the pump. So there's a range spring on it. This spring is adjustable to allow it to shut off at whatever pressure you want the system to be. So I've set this up on the camper to actually switch off at the 2 bar, which is what we have as a mains pressure anyway. 1.5 to 2 bar. So the next thing up is our hot water system. It's a 20-litre calorifier. It's made by Hotpot, and it cost us £360.82, excluding the VAT. It was bought from Mella online, and very good delivery service. That came very quickly. They state 7 to 10 days, and £10.95 for shipping. And this is a little drawing. This came with it, and this is just to give you an idea of how it's configured and how it works. My drawings are. This is very easy, very basic. So imagine a hot water cylinder. That's basically what it is. And one side, the coil side, is connected up to the engine, where it will heat that coil inside the tank. And when it heats the coil up, obviously hot water from the engine, 85-degree hot water from the engine goes into the coil, and that then heats the water that's surrounding the coil up, and then the cooler water returns to the engine to be reheated. So the next drawing is giving you what we want on the domestic water side. So the cold water comes in from the water tank itself and feeds into the bottom of the tank. This silver pipe is a cold water feed as well, and that cold water feed goes into the thermostatic mixer valve. So we take the 85-degree hot water inside the tank, totally isolated from the engine water. The hot water inside the tank will come through this right at the very back of the actual valve. That will mix with the colder water that's coming in from the bottom to give you the 50-degree water to the taps itself. So that's the next component, and then we add some taps to it. So we've got the kitchen and the basin tap, we've got the shower, and we've got the Bullfinch outside shower as well on there. So that really concludes all our components that we're going to be using on the van. So next up is the isolator valve for the water tank. This was a speed fit isolator, emergency shut-off isolator, 15mm push fit. Again, it will go up to 65 degrees and it's readily available at Screwfix. So we connect that with the elbows. Those elbows are again speed fit elbows, again from Screwfix. We've got the product codes there. They're very cheap, and it will take mains water, and it's suitable for drinking water. So we use those elbows to go into the pump itself. Then what we do is we go from the pump into the filter. So it will go through three-stage filtration. From the three-stage filtration, we are then going to feed the expansion vessel, the pressure switch, and the clarifier. This is basically the pipe that we're using. It's a speed fit JG speed fit John Guest, 25 meters, 15mm, 36 from Screwfix. So these are the tees that we're using. They are the John Guest Speedfit plastic push fit equal tees, 15mm, pack of 5 from Screwfix, £10.58 including the VAT. And we're also using the JG Speedfit plastic inserts. They are a must. These are the ones with the little rubber seals around them as well, which I find a little bit better. But they are a must. You need to use these really to make sure that those components seal up. There's nothing worse than skipping. I mean, something like this, 25 in a pack for £10.44. It's not going to break the bank, and they are designed to be used with those push fit fittings. So it is best to get those and use those on that pipe. So then we continue the water system to all the taps. So now all the taps are hooked up. We've got water, we've got cold water to them. We now need to add the hot water side to them as well, just like this. And that's it. That's really a full system in operation. So guys, we are installing the water system today. I've done a bit of work on it so far. Got a few bits and pieces on the wall, but we haven't plumbed it in yet. So obviously we'll follow along with the schematics that I've done for the water install, or the water system install. So this is the clarifier. Let's show you on this one. There we go. So that's the mixer. So this is the 85-degree hot water coming in here from the tank. Yeah, mixes in this bit, okay, from this cold inlet down here. All right, so that comes in, cold comes in the bottom here, comes up through this pipe, mixes with this one here, and then that one goes through to the appliances to go through to all the taps. At the moment, that's just going up into the outside bullfinch to the outside bullfinch shower that I've got. So we're gonna tee into that one. All right, and that's going to be our hot feed to the rest of the camper. So that's coming out of that one. So we've also got, let's see if we can get this, because there we go. So we've got, this is the pressure relief pressure relief valve. So that's gonna, if that does overheat at all, that's gonna feed through here. It's gonna come round and it's gonna go into this one here, which is gonna go outside and just flow outside. This one's here a vent for the top of the water tank, which I put in as well. So we've got the inlets and outlets here for the engine, so that's going to feed the end, or coming from the engine, 85 degrees or so, go through into the coil inside the tank, and then it's going to return back to the engine on this one here. So there you go, that's pretty much the setup on here. This one's your pressure switch, which we're going to, we can then set the pressure on here to whatever we like. Just show you inside there. There we go. So that's your pressure switch. We've got high and low pressure there, when we want it to kick in, when we want it to stop, and then we terminate on top of here. So that's pretty straightforward. We'll show you that later. Oop, lost that. I'll find that in a minute. This is your expansion tank. It's all bolted to the wall, all nice and secure. We've got filters as well coming in, which I'll show you. So this is the main water inlet. This is on the fill side. I've actually done this on the fill side to the tank. So basically what it'll do is the water, when I fill up, I'll show you on a drawing, when I fill up, the water will come into here. It'll go through the 3 filters first. It'll come out and go into the main tank. So it'll actually fill the tank through the filters. That's my plan. It might be a bit slow on fill up, so it might take quite a while to fill up because it's having to go through the filters. That's one. Two, if we're in an area where there's low water pressure, we might have to rethink it. I'm going to put a filler, just a standard filler on the outside as well, either on the outside or on the back panel here, which I can actually fill from the tank or whatever, or a low pressure hose, and get the water into the tank that way. If I did do that, that's defeating the object because it won't go through the filters. Now, that was my first plan, was to have it fill up going through these filters first. The other plan I've got, because I've got a 60 psi pump, I've got a hell of all pressure there, huge amounts of pressure. I could potentially have the water force through the filters. That will go through the filters and go straight to the tap, so it's actually filtered. The water in the tank won't be filtered, but as it comes out of the tank, it will go through the filters, or through the pump first, then through the filters, out to whatever we're wanting to feed. So that might be the option to do. I might go for that that route, so everything in the taps is gone through the filters first. That way it doesn't matter if we fill the tank from an outside source or any way of filling the tank. We can just fill it and know that the water coming out of that is going to be filtered. So that's probably the way we're going to go. So anyway, moving on. So that's your filters, and then there's a strainer. There's a strainer in here, so the water will go into here from the tank through this little strainer, go into the main pump itself, come out of the pump and feed everything else. It will feed the hot water tank with its cold water supply, and it will feed all the cold taps in the camper van. So there we go. Without further ado, we will carry on and we'll get this installed.
Well, that's the expansion thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So I wonder if we cut this.
See, I thought that was huge.
What, this?
On them pictures,
Yeah.
it looked massive. Put it in. Is it?
No.
You didn't put this on there, did you?
No, I didn't. I got to do that. I forgot that. How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? So that needs to sit in there like that.
Is that pipe in the way there?
This?
No, that pipe there.
No, that's fine. That's all right. And that will go down there like that. Yeah, that'll be all right. They'll go below the tank, so that's fine. But I need to get that pipe somehow. I need to get that pipe through the floor. So how far over is that? And can we do that? Let's measure it up and see, shall we? out there, doesn't he?
He's get his beat right. Bars.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's going to go through the bars. Something that will go through the bars?
I don't know. Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you. And you. Oh, that's our mattress topper. For in here, keep the mattress dry.
How far are you going through?
That far.
Oh. Not out there.
No. So this is called a rib nut tool. Yeah. I thought you might. That's why I said it.
What is it doing?
It's splaying, so you put it through, yeah, and as you, with this tool, what it does is the back bit squeezes up so it can't come out. Oh, now I can't get that out. Oh. Why can't I get that out? There we go. Oh dear. Those in there. What?
I've achieved it. I've got some sort of move medal.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. Shove it up your arse. I said, shove it up your arse. So in case you're wondering, Debbie and I have got Apple Watches, and for the next 7 days we're challenging each other, and she's now just got a move medal. I don't know how, but I think I've well, yeah, probably be about right, wouldn't it? Bless him. Yes, that'll be about right. And there we go. Oh, nicely tucked up, nice and tight.
Does this fix the ground? Just fix the floor down there?
Yeah. Shouldn't do, should it? Nice one. Right, so we'll just nip that off. Cut that bit off. Right, just Mind your eyes. Just like that. Okay, so that's the tank in. Happy with that. I just thought if I need to undo that, and that tank will still slide out past that, so I can get into here just to get this last bit sorted, but we'll worry about that later. Sorry? Right where your bum is. So I'll need to go that side. So let's get that back on the wall. Will it go there? Oh, look at that. Yes, only just though. Doesn't matter as long as it does.
Just though.
As long as it does. It's gotta go. It's gotta go there. Gotta go there.
Right up to here though, look. The pipe one there.
What about there?
Yeah.
Yes? That'll do then. We'll go for that. Okay, so we have got the drain there. We'll have the drain up there as well, so we'll do that. That could actually go behind there. I don't know if we've got enough, have I? Ooh, only just. What's he doing?
He's chewing up a
Actually. If we put a non-return valve in there. Because we need to put a filler here that goes into the tank. Right, okay, let's do that. Let's go through there like that. And into there. And that comes straight down to there. I'm not going to have any pipe left. Where are you pointing that?
You.
Hello. So let's get some clips in place. Right. Another one, I reckon. So filler, that is the filler that was going to go in there, but I think what we're going to do now is we're going to fill straight into the tank. We will fill straight in. So let's work this out then. We've got to go water from there to there, and that's out to the pressurised side. So we'll go from there, into there, and that'll tee into there like that. Yeah? Move that right to the bottom. We'll chop that off at the bottom. So I need T. I don't think we got any more, have we? Yes, we have.
Does this go under the mattress?
Yes. So, yeah, if you, what do we do with that? Should we go up like that? Yeah, let's do that, shall we? How's that going to work? Or underneath? What do you reckon?
Well, we'll try and get it into that.
So that's going to go there like that. Let's do that. So that. I don't like that. I don't like that. How are we going to do this then? Because that's got to go in there as well. That's got to go in there as well. So let's run that to there. Let's have that. Let's have that coming up there. And let's have that over the top. So let's come down like that. That's it, and join them two together and tee it there. That's what we'll do. So that over there like that. Getting too old for this shit. Too old for this shit. Okay, let's put that behind that one. And that can come into there like that. Maybe that needs to go up there like that. Not very pretty, but practical. There we go, like that. And then let's go and grab another one of these. So I'll have to put some tape on these and seal them up. So is there any direction? No direction of flow. No in, no out. So we'll do it that way. Something like that. Potentially go that way like that. It's nice and neat, isn't it? And then chop off that nasty bit, put that in there like that, and that can then go in there. Bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. So if I did do that, is that going to be neat or not? Leave it then. Don't clip it at all. So we've got water filling that comes in here. This will turn on and off electronically to allow the water to come in to the tank and fill the tank up, and then that will shut off, and then the water will come back through here into here, which this has now got to connect up to that. Have I got enough pipe? No, I haven't. That's good, isn't it? I used to run out of pipe. So that's got to go to that one. It's got to come out of there, down to these two, and into there. And that's it. That's got to feed that. It's got to come out of there, through, feed them two, down into there. And that is the water system done, apart from connecting up the taps. Let's have a look and see what I got in bits and pieces. Not pretty. Not pretty but doable. Not pretty but doable. So we could do that. That could go behind there as well. actually. We cut that about there. That means that should go up there like that. Bless him. Well, that's a bit Heath Robinson, but hey, it's going to work.
Then you've got to run the water through and make sure nothing leaks.
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
Are you alright if I use Morrison's one?
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to get quite a lot actually. Can't let go with limit stands in there, can you?
Why use one when you use 40 of them?
It's alright as long as they don't leak.
I just, I don't know. I mean, I could run a single pipe, curve it round, and just come into there. But hey, as long as it doesn't leak, it doesn't matter, does it?
Not really, no.
What we'll do is we'll come this way, straight into there, across there, into there. Somewhere there. That'll do. Into there like that. And we'll clip this as we go. Into the filters Out of the filters. Out of the filters. Whoops, at these. Out the filters. So we'd see. See that. TTT. Yeah. So we do that one into there. That one and that one. Actually, that one can go into there like that, can't it? So if we do that, there we go. Now what we want is another T. Not very well thought out, was it? Change that for an elbow. Change that for an elbow. Yeah. Yeah. Let's now got to join that one somehow. So what we can do is take that one out, cut that one back. Yeah, cut it back a bit more actually. Yeah, and then that one into there like that with a bit of pipe. Not quite enough. Little bit longer. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. That one under there. So now that one. That back a bit more. Put a T-piece in there, which is this one. There. And now we've done it. There we go. Right. Not the neatest of jobs, but let's finish recording. Full. Full. So it's not the neatest of jobs, but it went together. Have a look. So we've got water coming in from the mains, yeah, from outside, going through a valve, solenoid valve, which will open and close to let the water in. If that opens, obviously that will come in and it'll fill the tank up with water. And then when that turns off, obviously that stops the flow coming in. All right, but we've now got the return flow coming back. When this pump comes on, it will suck water in from the tank it'll then run all the way up through here, yeah, along into the first filter, through the 2 or the 3 filters, yeah. It'll come out of the filter, down to this complex piece of piping here. Alright, so what that'll do is that'll go into the pressure pump, into the pressure vessel, yeah, into the hot water in, yeah, and this one, what's that one? That one is, yeah, that one is the shower and the sink, both sinks feeding the cold. So yeah, all in all, it's in. This will be boarded off, close it off, that'd be right. It is what it is. It is what it is, as long as it works. So yeah, I think that's it for now, because I think I'm about to run out of battery. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.